All right, we're back here at Hotop, kind of the east side of Kalamazoo here, seeing kind of where the project's at. You know, if you could ignore our beautiful porta potty and waiting on our dumpster trash over here, this project's finally starting to really take off. We're like this close to having it done. Our goal is, what, about a week and a half from today, we should be on the market. So we've taken this house, redone it all. We've redone all new plumbing, all new HVAC, new furnace. It's been a nice project. There's been no crazy big surprises other than on the back of the house. We had a room that we had to completely rip off and we're replacing with a deck. But other than that, you know, place is moving along. Let's take a look. Oh, let's see here. Last time we were here, we didn't have any flooring in. We had just gotten the place painted. We didn't have any doors in. The kitchen wasn't in. So now we're kind of getting all those things going. It's looking good. So let's take a look around. So we definitely got to finish this off here. We're probably going to paint about the same color, maybe a little bit darker of a sage, and kind of keep the white and sage look going. I don't think we're going to put a door in here. We're not going to screen this. We were going to originally. Budget says they do. But yeah, let's take a look inside. And we have flooring and almost a kitchen. Once again, ignore the mess. We are an active job site here, but man, we got all this flooring in. We got our kitchen cabinets in. Our granite should hopefully be going in next week. I love this window. It's a nice view out of there. It's a nice setup. So we'll end up with some granite countertops. Our dishwasher will go here. Obviously, we did all new kitchen cabinets. Everything will be brand new. We flip around here. We have pretty new doors. Got to wrap up some trim. Pretty much trim, kitchen counters, get the vanity in, and this place is done on the inside. We're super close. Yeah, we got our lights in, outlets are replaced, windows in. Got to wrap up the trim like everywhere else. Get a closet door in, HVAC vents. We're there. Yeah, we got a almost pretty bathroom. Gotta get this all sealed up. Around here, you definitely don't want to use like a wood trim. You want to make sure you're using like a composite or like a PVC and get everything caught good, because you don't want water working its way back in here. We just got the vanity in the toilet, and this place is done. We're wrapping it up. Let's check out the basement. Yeah, I love these black ceilings. The carpet turned out great. More of the same from upstairs. We just got to get the trim in place, and this place is about done. Got our doors installed. We're looking pretty. And this is the laundry room. Nothing fancy. We're not gonna finish this part of the basement. There is heat down here, so you don't have to worry about anything freezing. We got all new plumbing running to everything, brand new sink. Got everything set up for a washer and dryer here. Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Almost there. This house we actually picked up, paid about 20 grand for it. And then we'll probably have about 90 into it all said and done. Well, rehab wise. So, you know, call it 110-ish all in. We'll try to sell it for, you know, like that 150 range in the end. So there'll be a decent profit in this one, I think. You know, what we're looking for, and one of the things we liked about this house was it's in a good, decent location. The foundation was pretty strong. It was built after 1950s. I personally really like houses built after 1950s because you end up, you know, with just a little bit better foundations, a little bit better electrical, plumbing, HVAC. So you just have a little bit more updated stuff to work from. It's easier to update something. You know, sometimes you can get out of replacing everything altogether. At least that's usually the plan. That usually doesn't actually happen, I guess. We dive into the projects and I end up redoing it all. We ended up pretty much rewiring this whole house. We dove into it, realized there was no insulation in it whatsoever, so we had to blow in insulation everywhere. But yeah, this was a pretty good house. Some of the things I didn't like about it were the yard. That's definitely proven to be one of the pain points of this project, is getting the yard under control. It's just a bunch of rock, like it's hard to work with. It's been hectic, definitely more money than we want into the yard. How long does it take to rehab a project? It really depends. You know, if it's a really light rehab, we can usually do it in like 2 months. Your standard rehabs are, you know, usually going to be in that like 3-4 month range, depending on kind of what's on the books and how much really needs to be done. We're like tearing a house down and reframing it, submitting new drawings and getting an architect involved. That could be, you know, almost like a new build where, you know, you're 9 months to a year out. But, you know, something like this, you know, should typically take, I'd say, about 4 months, just because we had to do it all. If we didn't have to update, you know, all the electrical, all the plumbing, all the HVAC, then we probably could have cranked it out in 2-3 months. So it really just kind of depends on the project. But yeah, I'd say kind of in that 6-month range is kind of our standard time frame, depending on the size of the project. And if it's something like an apartment turnover, usually we can crank those out in a couple weeks. We're just doing, you know, carpet paint, kind of cleaning stuff up, doing a clean out, like those type projects we can crank out pretty fast. So as far as landscaping, like I said, the yard has been a huge pain point. So trying to make it pretty without spending an arm and a leg. Really, we're just cleaning a bunch of it out. We're gonna bring in a bunch of mulch to kind of help give it something without spending a bunch of money. So not much landscaping. We'll probably add a couple plants up by the house just to add a little touch in there somewhere, kind of break it up. But other than that, it's, you know, it's gonna look good. Ideal family size, I mean, you do have 3 bedrooms and a bath. So, I mean, really, it kind of depends on what your needs. You know, in my book, it'd be nice, you know, if you have a spare room and you only need 2 bedrooms, then that's a great size. But, you know, if you're looking for, you know, a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house that's brand new on a budget, like, this is the house for you. You could have a couple kids, you know, really, you could have 2 kids in each room. So, I mean, you could have 6 people in this house. It'd be rough with 1 bathroom, but it could be done. You're not gonna find, I mean, something in that 150, 160 range that's completely brand new in Kalamazoo. That right there is a rare house. So I think we should sell this thing pretty fast once we hit the market. All right, well, thanks for taking a look with us. We're maybe a week and a half away, 2 weeks tops. So I'm hoping to get the photographer scheduled here soon, be able to show off some pictures. Maybe do a little final walkthrough once all the trash gets cleaned up and this place is really finished up. So like and follow. We appreciate you guys following along with these projects, seeing them from start to finish. They're fun to show off. I appreciate everybody's feedback. You need something done, BrickTree Construction, and get it rehabbed.